almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Alright, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instant, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
Hold on.
And the stolen.
No, oh, no, why? Don't worry about it. It might have just been a while since, I've actually streamed and then, didn't, turn everything, off. Don't worry about the dragon. I just thought it might be better to have something instead of just white to focus on. Hi! How's everybody doing? Ignore my laundry. Ugh. How's everybody doing? I return mostly alive from Gen Con. It was an adventure, and I spent entirely too much money. So before I start talking about the thing that I spent too much money on, let me show you the thing that I spent too much money on. So first off, Ironwind Metals had a booth, and I picked up a couple of things. So, got a cute little Herbie. Got a derpy Black Knight. Oh, hold on. Okay. Transform flip horizontal. Nope, wrong thing to flip horizontal. There we go. Yeah, he's more leg. Got a Mad Cat, because of course I did. A Highlander, because why wouldn't I? And an Atlas. Why? Because it's Atlas. Shut up. Because everyone needs a Highlander. And then, special to the con, Ironwind Metals is releasing new sculpts based on CGL molds. Because, well, Ironwind is now... Ironwind is now part of CGL. A jumping Marauder... brand new sculpt, a Jumping Marauder 2. Yes, I spent entirely too much money on it, but it was brand new to Gen Con, and it just seemed so cool. And I'm just like, oh, more mechs than I can reasonably paint in an appropriate amount of time. And then I got some faces, of course. Patches! Wolf's Dragoons, Steiner, Kellhounds, Davion, House Arano. I love these patches. They're very good patches. That is all that is in this bag. But that is not all. Let me get some music going so my headphones don't die. Also, I need to de-oops us. One oops because I didn't de-oops. But wait, there's more. Alright, music. View all. Oh my god, they have house music. Alright, we're doing Euro dance. Alright. I got a couple of books. Got the Warrior trilogy, Blood of Kerensky, Kellhounds Ascendant. Let's get this music a little down. There we go. Got The Art of War as annotated by Jamie Wolf. As annotated by Jamie Wolf twice. He goes back through a few years into his career and revises his editions. It was very cool. And then, because I'm a hack, Cracked Canopy edition. And one thing that I found hilarious is this recipe for necrosia. Ladies and gentlemen, what is that first ingredient? Malort, yes. Let me see here. Kung Pao beef, interesting. Jade turkey panini. Let's see. Northwind Scotch eggs. Oh my gosh. Wolf's Ragoons. I'm looking for something though. There we go. 124. Ghost bear claws. Ha! And then what was really cool was the day that I was there was Martin Stackpole himself was bouncing the line into the Catalyst Games Lab booth. And I'm just like, Martin Stackpole? The reason why we called mechs going critical and exploding stackpoling? He said, indeed. So I said, I'm going to have to buy some books. And he said, you probably should. And I got him to sign my book. He is an incredibly nice individual. He seemed to be as much a fan of everything that was happening as everyone else was. Finally, we start getting into the insanity. I have a box right here. What's in the box? Well, 3 mechs are in the box. 3 mechs? How can that be? Well, it helps when one of them is the size of the box. A 100mm scale Mad Cat, a polybag with a Clan Buster Black Knight, and a polybag with a Phoenix Hawk. Then now we get into the insanity. So, what is the other game that I play on here, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen? People. No. Rogue Trader. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Battletech Gothic. Yes, I did. Ugh. It is hilarious. So, the Atlas needs some assembling. But we have a Phoenix Hawk. We have a Marauder. A Rifleman with a church for a head. King Crab. Stompy, stompy. Snippy, snippy. I was confused about this. This is a fire starter. And yes, a Scorpion. And last but not least, he is called a trash can, not a trash cans. And yes, decals. A map of the realm, the human sphere. I'm getting to that, Quinn. And then the rulebook and the universe primer. So, here is the realm of the celestial throne. Yes, the Liao are lizard people. And I'm also showing this off because Eldonius did this. Eldonius did this art. So, if I can try and get through this really quick. Each different realm has different makeups for the Atlas. Irby. Oh, and you're fighting giant chaos kaiju. Yes, here we go. So, Realm of the Blood Dragon, the Draconic Imperium. Realm of the Blazing Lights, Shining Kingdom of Avalon. Realm of the Celestial Throne, the Golden Unity. Realm of Endless Dynasty, the Collective of Violet Crux. Look at that Popat. And last but not least, the Realm of Blood and Steel, the Ironclad Alliance. So the mini comes with a big old bag of stuff that I can choose what I want to make of. You will have noticed that there is one more thing off to the side. Atlas. Look at this boy. I could Zerug, but the heads are super tight. The heads are the most interesting part. Like, I would have to sand this out or like intentionally cut these down to install magnets. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do a poll at some point when I am done with Legos. Does he have back lasers? So he has his SRM-6, he has his LRMs, he has his 2 lasers, he has his autocannon. Where's his butt lasers? He's supposed to have butt lasers. The color scheme is not swappable. No, I would have to strip and paint it every single time. I am going to do a poll as to which realm we're going to do. I have 2 of these. I have the small scale one and the big scale one. So do bear that in mind. No, Night Owl, it is super tight. So, one last thing. So before we get started. This, UNC, you probably know what this is. This is a Lego passport. I have not filled it out, but I have it stamped with my local, Lego store, and I forgot it at home when I went to Gen Con. But they did give me a sticker to put in my passport. Look at it. It's like a little, it's a little itty bitty passport. You get to go to all the different Lego stores and be like, hey, Visa, please. So what the hell are we building today? Well, we're building the Fortnite brick. Wait a minute, no. Lego Neuschwanstein. We just finished building a castle, and already we are going to build another castle. Neuschwanstein Castle, built by King Ludwig of Bavaria? Ludwig the Mad, I believe. This is a very fanciful castle. This is the castle on which Cinderella's castle is actually based. It's so pretty and so impractical. It was designed more as a, hey, look at what I can pay for piece, instead of, hey, I need to defend this place piece. Oh, also, one more thing. So, my con badge. You're not gonna see my badge credentials. But, so, got a couple of things from my friend's booth. These are his things. I've got little dragon doing a scritchy, little pseudo dragon cuddling a gem, a pet rock, and his logo. Right next door, there was an artist booth, and they had Borbs, and I was just like, do you have any penguin pins? Look at that. And then most importantly, I think for you, do you guys recognize these two pins? And unfortunately, by the time that I thought, oh hey, I should get a patch, they didn't have any more of this patch. Having a little passport for your stupid little building blocks is such a violently Danish thing. It borders on stereotypical. Yes, Northwind Highlanders. Anyway, let's get brickin'. Let's see. Whoa! That's a chonky boy. This is a chonky book. There are 620 steps. What have I gotten myself into? Well, let's start with the first bag then. A fairy tale vision realized. Neuschwanstein Castle seems like a whimsical dream manifested in stone. King Ludwig, I was right! Where historical nostalgia meets modern ingenuity, leaving visitors enchanted by its story and splendor. Commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, in 1869. Whoa! The Civil War is older than this castle. I did not realize that. It stands as an architectural testament to Romanticism and the 19th century historicism. Perched high in the Bavarian Alps, the castle was originally conceived as a private retreat filled with art. Ludwig's ingenious inventions and secret passageways, with diverse influences spanning from Wagner's operas to medieval mythology. Ludwig's deep fascination with swans and chivalric ideals infused the design, underscoring his legacy as the Swan King. Designed by Christian Jonck and constructed by Eduard Riedel and George von Dolman, the castle's eclectic architecture combines Romanesque, Gothic, and Byzantine influences. Despite being unfinished at Ludwig's untimely death in 1886, its silhouette and innovative amenities have become synonymous with his uniquely visionary spirit. Remarkably, just a few weeks after passing in 1886, the castle opened to the public. Today, it is one of the most visited castles in the world, inspiring countless works of art, movie, and pop culture. The staircase tower marks the highest point of the tower at over 213 feet tall. The pointed spires. Iconic elements contribute to its grandeur. Balconies and gables has a theatrical fairy tale look. Ornamental pinnacles. Medieval-inspired details emphasize artistry. Pale limestone walls. Creates a dramatic contrast against dark turret roofs. Gatehouse turrets. Welcome visitors with a blend of defense and elegance. Entries and exits. The turrets are deliberately irregular and in placement and size, enhancing the natural organic feel of the castle. Asymmetrical layout. Enhances the sense of natural charm. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get brickin'. Do not ask about the artwork in the basement. Neuschwanstein. So I have a bit more stuff, but it's for, I acquired things for Aiden and Werlin. So, bricks. Oh. Neuschwanstein. No, I would. Okay. I don't know if this is a joke or not. Fortress Schwangu. Oh, Swan Fortress. Okay. I guess. We have to tell the kids the skeleton is fake because we can't... Oh, no. Structurally important skeleton. Immediately after starting this, after the Bricklink dropship, or the blue brick load-bearing skeleton, sans. Immediately, like, just clicking a few bricks together after the blue bricks, expedition. Like, the bricks feel snappier. They don't feel as soft. And the clicks feel grippier. It's like, I'm, again, like, not poo-pooing the set. I'm just saying it wasn't, didn't have the best quality bricks backing it up. It was a good build. Just could have been better. If it's not set on top of a Lego swamp, I don't want it. Why is there insulation in the stairs, Grover? No, Gen Con was a lot of fun. I didn't do a lot besides helping my friend out with his booth because he got way too many panels approved that he was not expecting to get approved. So he just shipped me up there, threw a badge at me, said, "Hey, I'll pay you when we get home." And then I proceeded to spend way too much money on BattleTech stuff. Some of you all, a few members of the BPL and the Aux were there. Stryker was actually in the booth 2 booths down from me. I shit you not. Stryker was 2 booths away from me. Eldonius was also there and doing business with Catalyst. And we got to play his Mecha Girl game that he's trying to develop. Stupid fun. Stupid fun. Tex is a Mecha Girl. And then a few very interesting, a few of you very interesting auxiliary members came by and hung out and had a good time. Hungry Hobo Hippo, or whatever his name is, walked around with a giant trash can on him, and he was a trash can Irby. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Got to meet so many very cool people. Her name is Bex. B-X. E-X. She has a steel crow friend. Her base is the where did I put the patch? Come on. Where did it go? Aw. I have it. Is it upstairs? It's upstairs. I'll be right back. Hello, Thunderclap. Yes, Tex is aware of it. It was made with his permission. This is the base. Age tuum negocium. Do your business. Mind your business. Also, 2 magma. Alright, back to brickin'. I could gush about the time that I had. But I will not, because I want to build Neuschwanstein. Here we are, clicking the bricks, doing the building. Nice! I haven't dropped any frames. So I don't think so. Night Owl, you have sent me UNESCO with Bavaria. Nice. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. I do like how we are constructing the mountainside. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to restart your computer, restart your web browser, but how many times does turning it off and on again fix the problem? Look, I didn't know that that was going to be the free set. Like, free Legos is free Legos, Samurai. But yeah, I don't know. They have a new Fortnite 5-in-1 mecha. Which, if it wasn't Fortnite, I'd grab because I love I love mecha shit. That's not bag number 2. That's not bag number 2. Eeny, meeny, miny. Number 4. How about you? 13. Definitely not. Aha, bag number 2. Which leads to the question, where's bag number 3? Too many. Aha, bag number 3. This entire box, up to about here, filled with Legos. There we go. Where's my big old beer? Guinness, the Budweiser of Irish beers. Also, I have a beard now. This is like a week and a half of beard growth, and I love it. You can't really see it on the far camera. I look good with a beard. I can grow a really nice beard. Fortunately, my company doesn't let me grow anything besides my Tom Selleck. And, quite frankly, I like money too much. So it's like, anytime I have an excuse to not shave, I'm not going to. I need to shave tomorrow. So that's a tomorrow problem. Future dock problems, indeed. Chunky brick, chunky brick. A, we work with food. B, a bunch of old white men in Tulsa, Oklahoma claim that beards make people look untrustworthy when working at a gas station. It's also the reason why we can't have visible tattoos. Although, one of the, I think, thinking about it from like a corporate perspective, it's easier to just blanket say no than tell the 16-year-old who can only grow patchy pubes on his face, hey, you need to shave. Hey, but what about Joe over there? He's got a beard. Yeah, well, his face doesn't look like it has pubes on it. Same with tattoos. It's just like, what is an appropriate tattoo? Why does one person get to have a tattoo and the other doesn't? Easier to just say no tattoos. Excuse me. There we go. See, connected from the bottom, right here, with this slope, connected at the top with this brick. Something that mock designers need to appreciate. Additional support. You must construct additional support. Like Box Fox, I'm not saying that's the conversation that's going to happen, but that's along the lines of the conversation that is going to happen. Why can't my sexy pinup girl tattoo be displayed, but Jane over there has Bible verses on her forearm? So, to be fair, no one gets it. Which I understand from a corporate perspective, but dislike personally. Oh, and I just realized everyone in our corporate office can pay to, can donate to charity during November to grow a beard out during November. But us plebes working the stores? No. No, the medical issues and religious exemptions are allowed. You just have to jump through a lot of hoops, and then we're going to look at you extra carefully to make sure that you do not step out one step outside of the accommodation. Like, I know there's people with skin sensitivity issues that can get it very close, but like, really just can't shave. Or else it will, like, literally damage their skin, keloids and all that. Also, what I find funny is they literally just started giving us beard nets for working in the kitchen. And I'm just like, ah, so if you're giving me a beard net, I can have a beard. No, it's for covering your mustache. Then, shush. No, Fox, like, that's almost 100% the conversation that we don't want to have with people. It's just like, hey, your almost completely naked pinup girl is super inappropriate, but what about her flowers and pride butterfly? You know... It's just conversations that we just rather wouldn't have, so we don't have them. Yeah. Ha. More support. I like to consider my name tag my purity seal. Just wanting to make sure that I used all the pieces properly. Uh-huh. Reinforcing the connection. Here we go. Lovely. I had a great time. I am glad to be back. So, Samurai, I saw one of the pings in the Lego chat. We're getting an official Enterprise. That's another thing that I've noticed from official Lego builds as compared to mocks. There's a lot of empty space here. Not everything needs to be connected to the base, but it's still structurally sound. So what the leak Discord admins have said, the images are preliminary, but the build is real. It's been verified by multiple sources. Nice! Enterprise D. Engage. Now that's going to be a fun build. Now I know it's Lego, but if it doesn't have have disk separation powers, I am going to be very upset. All right. Next. Has that been the song playing this entire time? Yes! All right. Now we building. Alrighty, and structural support acquired. It's like, even when I was building just random, just like putting random bricks together as a kid, I knew that, like, hey, I need to support my connections. After this bag, I'm gonna need to take a bio. Everyone is gonna have to behave. Yes, yes I do. Where did it go? Right there. It's like, now that I'm back home, it's like my body's just like, oh, we finally have the ability to poop in peace.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Just popping bricks into place. Again, like, I cannot thank you all enough for being such fans of the channel and of me and of the BPL in general, that even on derpy little brick building episodes like this, you all show up in droves and still maintain the same positivity and levels of shenanigans that I have come to know and love from each and every individual one of you. And again, your support means the world to us here at WBPL. got some more bricks to put on here. I am very excited to see that there have not been any brick kerfuffles in the bags. So far, there are about 4 bags remaining in which there could be kerfuffles. But so far, so good. Well, thank you for thinking that I am entertaining. Now that connection is really supported with 2 brick points. I can already imagine like a mock of this, and it's just this entire base is nothing but just bricks, and it's stupid heavy. Christ almighty. That is entirely too many bricks. Missed a spot. Alright. We're going on to bag 4, but I'm going to take a quick little pause. Because I need to go to the bathroom. Where is it? I might have gotten rid of it. Ah, there we go. I'll be right back. I see I come back and shenanigans have been afoot. Alright. Let's keep building. Only only had to give one timeout, I see. It was for a typographical issue. Are you sure you guys won't shenan again? Thank you for behaving yourselves and waiting patiently for me. I do appreciate it. I will now continue to build Legos for way too long, as is custom. Jesus, 2022. And we've been at this for a while. Seriously, every time I see some of the older quotes, it just strikes me that, holy crap, this has been going on for a long time. Feels like just yesterday I started cooking and hanging out and doing shit, and here we are in 2025, just being absolute monsters to each other. In a respectful and playful manner. Yes, my first quote! This is not kitty yarn, this is people yarn. I must say, I do like having this mat. It gives me a place where I can focus where the bricks need to be held so you all can see what's going on. Time flies. What matters is that it flies in good company, and this community is good company. Appreciate that. Rimward, hello. What RPG was it? Pray tell. Indeed, I have several more. This was just the one that I grabbed because A, it was the first one in my collection, and B, not something explicitly magic. Okay, we're going to... Let's get a little bit of funk in here. Look, shush, okay? Like, it's not something that I have to explain. Oh, it's from magic. No, you see big stupid dragon, you're just like, ah, big stupid dragon. Rimward, tell me about Oathhammer. What is it? And what shenanigans did you and your players get up to? I always love hearing about new RPGs and the adventures that people have with them. People kept coming up to my friend's booth this weekend being like, I'm playing a gunslinger, I'm playing a investigator, I'm playing a this, that, or the other thing. And I want to just exposit about the shenanigans that we've been having. One guy was playing a 17th level gunslinger and got it to where, like, he just didn't take any damage, like, ever. Enemy has a big Eldritch Blast Gatling gun. Jam. Just shenanigans. Is there Tuesdays in the Aux in the hobby channel is the like the crafting thing. I am not regularly attending it because I work on Tuesday nights. But I'm sure you can. And it's like, I'm sure at some point in the future I'll have another project that I want to work on. It's a D6 system that is a heroic fantasy set in a setting where the darkness is ebbing and you're playing as heroes attempting to restore hope into a lost as the Orsic Isle. I mean, everybody needs a hobby. I got attacked by my players in our group chat today. Apparently, they're still not over the outhouse mimic from just over a decade ago. Just a place quick. The system allows for a great deal of imagination. Savage Worlds, the artwork is done by Justin Gerard. Nice. Samurai, what do you guys play? Are you guys D&D? Furball just pile driving. I acquired Cyborg, and I need to read it, understand it, because I want to play it. It looks hilarious. But Samurai, if you're playing 5e, remind me to DM you about the Mimic Book of Mimics. The book itself is definitely not a mimic. No, it needs to stand up. It has a foreword written by Guile Notasham. You trust Guile Notasham. Neuschwanstein Castle. It is an absolutely beautiful, breathtaking castle in the Bavarian Alps. That is the inspiration for Cinderella's castle in Disney World. Yes, my friend has a book of various forms of mimics. The conceit is, what if mimics... what if a mimic lost its ability to mimic... Or what if a mimic could only mimic one style of thing? So, he has a mimic weapon that he calls a fraud sword. Has a mimic that mimics ale glasses. It's called a mugger. Has a musical instrument he calls a lyric. It's hilarious. He also has a book inspired by the classic Tucker's Kobolds, the Cobalt Book of Kobolds. It's like the first half is a bestiary of all sorts of different kobolds. The back half is just what would happen if the kobolds had more than half a brain about defending their hole in the ground and were nasty about it. One of my players found, befriended, and made a baby mimic their familiar. The mimic ate the PC spellbook and became the spellbook. You work with your GM, anything's possible. Yeah. Nice. Stiff neck. Alrighty. Now we've got some interesting little decorations. Actually have like printed window studs. Don't lose these. I was very happy to get into the Lego store because got out of the con at like 4:30, and the con is in South Indy, and the Lego store was in North Indy. It's like by the time I went there, it's like, oh hey, Lego might close by the time that you get there, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta get there. All I'll say is right now, I'm having a great time. At least it's not all of the 1x2 bricks from the Lego Roby house. Or 1x2 plates from the Lego Roby house. Let me see if I can't find this really quick. There we go. Is that good enough for you guys to see? And with that, like, I think I might just actually not use the paper instructions anymore. And then just not have anything down here, really. That works. Anyway, where was I? Making this. Yes, but there's something about the paper instructions, Samurai. They're just... something classic about it. Ugh. Oh, now I can put this right here. Come on. Click. There we go. Good click. Just, I love how light the base is being. Damn it! Don't pick it up by that. Damn it! Don't pick it up by that. Oops. And we've got a tower. Alright, so I've got a window this way, I get a window that way, I get a window this way, I get a window that way. Okay, hold on. So I have two windows. I have two windows. I have two windows. I see. Wow, this step could look better. Hello, Night Owl. Or Desert Owl. Hello, Whirlin. God, I'm tired. Whirlin, I have a present for you. I can't remember where I put it. I know where it is. I'll be right back. I had sleep. I did the battle pods. What?
Did you want to go?
I did the battle pods. I did very good. I was in an Atlas. I stomped people. But Night Owl, Mr. Werlin, I picked this up for you. With the new art. Now this is a piece I don't think I've really seen ever. It's like an extra big stud. Huh, interesting. Orlin, we'll discuss logistics, but I'm glad I got it for you. Lego turrets are topped with a unicorn horn or pyramid tile pieces, while the extra detail of the loadout is derived from Lego Technic gear elements. Wow, that's a lot of extra pieces right there. There we go. Yeah. Bag number 5. Orlin, I showed off my con haul first thing, and it's just Jesus, I have entirely too much shit. Uh-huh. Isn't that the story of adulthood? I still have blank I need to blank. Look, Owl, I didn't want it until they said they only had those 2 left at the entire convention. And I bought one of them. I then proceeded to also buy the cookbook because I'm a hack. One of the cocktails is called Necrosia, and the first ingredient is Jepson's Malort. I do kind of want to make the Ghost Bear Claws. Just because it's funny. So, once I get cooking up and running, I've got a couple of things that I'm just going to spin the wheel of shenanigans and we're going to make. We'd have to, yeah, I'd love to get together and make them sometime with you, or make them and do like a cooking club thing where we just like make it and then discuss what we liked and what we didn't about it. They did have the Hungry Like a Wolf book in there. The Battletech romance book. But did you see, Orland, that I got, yeah, you did. I got Martin Stackpole to sign my Warrior Trilogy book. I'm just, yeah, like I'm just glad that I went and had a good time. All right. Battletech, Hungry Like a Wolf. It is not considered canon. From the back cover, in the aftermath of the bloody, brutal campaign for Terra, Alaric Ward's clan wolf is victorious, but has paid a fearsome price. Their Tumen nearly crushed. The clan must rebuild quickly, for there are more adversaries outside the fortress wall. Alaric, however, is resolute in his ability to not only restore the wolves to their former glory, but to protect humankind's homeworld from all potential enemies. However, there is much more that needs rebuilding, including the ravaged planet of Terra itself. And leading the charge is Dr. Dravenia Ellistone, head of one of the largest remaining non-government organizations tasked with helping save the exhausted, defeated populace and start restoring the planet's shattered cities. A monumental undertaking that pits her against the newly declared ruler of Terra, Ilkhan Alaric Ward. And when they finally meet, sparks do fly, but of a kind neither one expected. As the Peacemaker and Warrior work together, both try to deny the growing attraction between them. But when a new enemy arises, they must join forces to stop a deadly threat that endangers everything they've built together, including their clandestine love affair. Jesus Christ. God damn. You guys are... Yeah, guys, that's going to be the book club reading material. Get to reading. Write us a report. Live reading at the meetup. Oh god. No, I had a very stupid idea with Lady Red to do a live dramatic reading of Beeple style of My Immortal, the infamous Harry Potter vampire fanfiction. If we end up doing a dramatic reading of that, we are indeed going to have to do a dramatic reading of Hungry Like the Wolf. Infamous is an understatement. Hello, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I really wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, and I go to a... I'm a witch, and I go to a school for a school of magic called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I am also a witch, but my teeth are straight and white. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. Occasionally, I just feel like I need to destroy brain cells. Like, I've been too smart, I must punish myself. So occasionally, I'll listen to the dramatic reading. Well, in a not regular state of mind, and then proceed to laugh off my ass. Box Fox, you did this to yourself. I am going to speak all of the punctuation. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. AN, if you don't know who she is, then get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Jared Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Box Fox, you did this. Oh, that just happened. Those were words? I want to do a violence now. Oh god, it's not a good read. It's not good. Oh my, it's so bad. Oh gosh. Hold on. Oh god. Ugh. Oh God. In the great is it a troll argument, I tend to come down on the side of troll because the little bits snuck in between the major cringeworthy parts, like mentioning she wishes she was related to someone she thought was hot. The Speed Racer died. Oh, God. I physically hurt. I physically hurt reading those words. The entire first half of that paragraph, there was the entire first half of that paragraph was just one run-on sentence. I was not. I hurt. My body hurts. Okay. I text Lady Red to be like, hey, are you online? I need to talk to you on stream about something. I'm taking Minecraft poison damage. Oh God, what have you done, Orlin? Okay, search. No, I'm just going to go into here and do that. Hello, Orlin. Message. Add files. My. There you go, Whirlin. My Adobe my Adobe Reader is frozen. The instructions took sanity damage. No, of all the things that oh, hey, Lady Red. Hi. I forget how it started. Oh. Hey, Lady Red, if you are available, could you please join me in chat? Hello, Miss Red. How are you doing? Very good. You won't fall very far then. So before we get started with the insanity, as is the Beeple way, how are the puppies? They can't. They can't. Shit. I am sorry. How in the hell do I get, audio input and, audio input, add Discord, can you please say, testing? You indeed. Chat, can you guys hear, Lady Red? You are indeed a figment of everybody's imagination. This is very, not good. How in the device? I am OBS. Properties, default. Can you say some words, please? They are not coming through. This is unfortunate. Because it's like my music comes through just fine. You're coming into my headset just fine. Let me quickly remove this then. Hello, Discord. I am now capturing a Discord. It is properties, DIY home repair. And let's just put that underneath the instructions. And how in the hell do I get it into the audio? Because I am using default. Shit. I don't like this. Window capture. Yeah. Capture method, automatic. Okay. Orlin, I'm trying to get Ladies Red a beautiful sonorous voice to tell us horrible things about writing. Shotgun loaded with rock salt. Okay. Okay. Unhide. Unhide. Discord properties. I want to capture. Not that. Audio output. There we go.
OBS. Are we behaving?
Yes, here we are. Here we are.
Oh,
Please say hello to the nice people.
yay! I exist here now.
Yes, please, so Lady Red told me that she is on the floor, so she
I am.
does
I am
not
sitting on the
have-
floor of my living room.
She has not long to fall for the shenanigans. So before we ruin her afternoon, how are the puppies?
They are very good. I'm currently watching the two girls having a wrestling match by the sliding doors out to the backyard. They've been out to the park this morning with Aiden and had a big old play with their friends. And we're currently looking to get them some dog sitting for the 8th because we have a Mo coming to visit. So,
Nice!
yeah, we're trying to find some people who will dog sit them for us so we can go and get very, very responsibly drunk at a tiki bar.
Very responsibly drunk.
Yes.
So, pleasantries out of the way. Lady Red, I recently went to Gen Con.
Yes.
I went to the Catalyst Game Labs booth, and one of the books available for sale is a romance novel called Hungry Like the Wolf. Have you heard of this?
Okay. Yes, I have heard of Hungry Like the Wolf.
And I read the I read the description on the back of the book to chat, and they said, "Oh God, that's very bad." And stupidly, I mentioned, "Oh, you think that's bad? What about My Immortal?"
Ah, My Immortal, my beloved.
And
The world's greatest fanfiction.
yes, they actually made the book, Aiden.
It was written due to Big Red losing a bet. That's fantastic.
Yes. So I recited what I knew off of memory, and Box Fox said, "Oh no, those words can't possibly be real." So I pulled up the PDF and read the entirety of the first paragraph. And the entire first half of that paragraph was a run-on sentence.
Yes, yes. My Immortal is mostly made up of run-on sentences and over-the-top descriptions of clothing. And euphemisms for adult entertainment.
He put his thingy in my new you-know-what, and we
You know
did it
what,
for
yeah.
the first time.
Yeah. My Immortal is a treasure.
So I just, as our resident writing expert, I just wanted to get your opinion on A, BattleTech romance novel, and B, allegedly a well-written, the thing that is My Immortal.
My Immortal is a unique treasure because either way of the truth behind it is just fantastic, because there's the school of thought that My Immortal was written by a troll who was just trying to make over the top, the most fanficky fanfiction ever to put on fanfiction.net during the time that it was at the height of its popularity. And if it was written by a troll, my God, did they nail all of the tropes about young women writing fan fiction that they possibly could have. And it is a masterclass in deliberately bad writing.
And
on the other hand, go on.
I think you're about to talk about it.
Yeah. On the other hand, you have the school of, no, this was a very genuinely written thing. And I kind of want it to be genuine. I want to be in that camp and only ever in that camp. Anka has opinions. Hang on.
Anka has
Anka is
on
not
well-written
impressed
media.
by
she has
My
opinions
Immortal.
on the quality of
Anka
written
hasn't had
words.
to listen to it yet, you see, because I have read My Immortal to my book club, But that was before Anka was born, so she's never heard it, so she has opinions. But yeah, my immortal, yeah, I can see her standing on your back. No, you're doomed. You did this to yourself, Aiden. Aiden is currently dying of puppy. Ceres is standing on his back while he's Anka, sorry, is standing on his back while he's bent over, so she has the high ground against her parents.
It sounds like she understands combat.
Yes, she does. She learned it from her mother. Anyway, my immortal, if it was written very genuinely, then it's supposed to have been written by a 14-year-old girl who was living out of oh god, where was it? Somewhere over in the Arab states. Dubai, that was it. She was supposed to have moved to Dubai. And, under the circumstances, if she was a 14-year-old girl who'd moved from America to Dubai because of her dad's business and was trying to find her place in the world, the expressionism of who she wants to be while she's in an environment where she just can't do that and she's relying on socializing with her friends online, it kind of makes it somewhat warm and wholesome, even though it's a really badly written fanfic. But of course, that's also coming from how I view fanfic in general. I have opinions on fanfic.
And it's so. It's like thinking about it and reading and listening to a couple of other internet personalities and their opinions on it. It's like it got me thinking, like especially with what happened in was it after chapter 44 with the hack?
Yes.
With
yes,
the account
with the hacker.
hack. That kind of leads me to think that she was using this like as it was a real person trying to use this as a release from, if not living in Dubai, and she couldn't be who she wanted to be or explore her own identity, at least someone trying to genuinely write and express themselves.
Yes, and this brings me into, people who've been to my stream have heard this before, so I apologize to everyone who's hearing the same stuff over and over again from me. But I have rather strong opinions on fanfic, and that fanfic is very important and very good, because like with any art form, you don't start out writing as a great writer. Yes, you can go and take courses, etc., which are going to help you to improve your writing, but like with any creative pursuit, when you first sit down to create your first thing, whether it's painting a mini, whether it's doing sculpting, woodworking, writing, digital art, physical art.
Like looking back at my atlas, I'm just like, ooh, I really would have liked to have done this.
Yeah, your first piece isn't going to be a masterpiece. It can't be, because you don't yet have the art evolution.
I'm happy with it.
And you should be.
I'm happy with it, but damn, do I know how to paint better now.
Yeah, and now, girls, do you have to scream while I'm trying to do a thing? Hang on.
Yes, they are pup, therefore they must scream.
Yes, they must. Aiden is sorting them for me. But when you sit down to write, imagine you're painting your first mini as a 14-year-old. You've never done this before. You don't have the adult muscle control and maturity and understanding of color theory or the depth of the setting that perhaps you're painting for, especially as you're trying to manage school at the same time as also getting into a hobby. You're not going to create a masterpiece.
Sorry if I'm crinkling. I have... This is ostensibly a Lego stream.
Yeah, you got to find the pieces. That's a very important part of the Lego stream.
There are 23 bags of Legos here. This is the Neuschwanstein castle.
Oh, fabulous. That's going to look really good when it's done.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're sitting down to write your first piece of writing, one of the things that makes fan fiction so useful is that it allows new writers who are typically going to be in their teenage years to have a framework that they're already working with, because most fan fiction is either going to be an AU, an alternate universe of a setting that the writer already knows, or it's going to have some kind of self-insert into it, or it's going to be an exploration of characters they already know and love. So you're working with a framework. You've got characters that you already know, and perhaps, your new writer is exploring the relationships between them. or you've got a setting that you already know and they're inserting something new into it because it means they don't have to do the world building, etc. It allows you to focus on individual components to expand your internal library, your mental library of the pieces that you need to write. And this is, of course, exactly why so much fan fiction has characters who don't act like they ever would, you know, they get completely different to how they are in the source material. It's why you get your Mary Sues and your Gary Stews inserted. It's why you get settings acting in ways that just don't make sense. It's because it's young writers playing with the building blocks and seeing what they can do, and hopefully eventually, if they love it, one day they go on to write something completely new and unique of their own, built from the ground up, and they already know the building blocks. They can now start building something impressive to share with an audience. But I think it does well when it starts.
I know that this step is going to be here, so I'm just going to go ahead and place that brick right there as a connection. Sorry for interrupting.
No, the Lego's more important. I'm just here to witter.
Rail asks, okay, but what about flan fiction?
Flan fiction is a very important niche of fan fiction. You have to be careful because it comes in two varieties. It comes in the cooking variety and the, oh god, maybe what did we do to Japan? This is terrible. We shouldn't. Don't read this. This is adult. It is 18 plus. And you have to be careful with flan fiction. You have to be very careful with flan fiction.
No, so back onto like ostensive. He was a pastry base. She was a filling. Together they were fated to be. So ostensibly getting back to the beginning of this topic, have you read the description of Hungry Like the Wolf?
I have not. I know that it exists. I know that people have told me I should read it at some point, possibly to my book club or possibly inflict it on other people. I think somebody was suggesting I should read it at Location Redacted this year, which I wouldn't be averse to doing.
Okay.
But I haven't actually read it or its back. I just know of its existence.
The back of the book. The Way to the Ilkhan's Heart. In the aftermath of the bloody, brutal campaign for Terra, Alaric Ward's clan wolf is victorious, but has paid a fearsome price. Their Tumen nearly crushed, the clan must rebuild quickly, for there are more adversaries outside the fortress wall. Alaric, however, is resolute in his ability to not only restore the wolves to their former glory, but to protect humankind's homeworld from all potential enemies. However, there is much more that needs rebuilding, including the ravaged planet itself. And leading the charge is Dr. Dravendra Ellistone, head of one of the largest remaining non-government organizations, tasked with saving the exhausted, defeated populace and start restoring the planet's shattered cities. A monumental undertaking that pits her against the newly declared ruler of Terra, Ilkhan Alaric Ward. And when they finally meet, sparks do fly, but of a kind neither one expected. As the peacekeeper and warrior work together, both try to deny the growing attraction between them. But when a new enemy arises, they must join forces to stop a deadly threat that endangers everything they've built together, including their clandestine love affair.
See, this is how you know you're going to get fun fan fiction, where the author is self-aware and you're going to get something silly, is because the initial background description is very sensible for like over a paragraph until you suddenly hit, yeah, by the way, this is a romance book. So you know you're going to have a good time with this. Meanwhile, you've got the terrible end of just the romance genre that doesn't...
Have you seen
romance books? And I have a relationship.
Have you seen the picture of Alaric Ward on the cover?
I have not.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let me change this. Copy. Lady Red. Boom.
I'm currently trying to find one of the books that I threatened my book club with And it's about a liberal and a MAGA dude, and her being won over to his side of the aisle and his bed, and it's just ridiculous. As I say, the romance genre and oh my god, it's dude naked from chest up. Yep, that is a standard romance cover. The fact that you can see his head makes this uniquely special, because most romance books today, you show the chest, but you do not show any defining features. Because otherwise, you might give the lady who's supposed to read this book an idea of what the main dude looks like, and no, he must look like whatever their specific preferences are. So don't show them anything except a nice chest.
I think this is coming from people who are aware of what Alaric Ward looks like, or have...
Yes, in this case you're playing with a specific character, so you can do it. It's like having, Harry Potter, but his scar is a pentagram because he's Gothic in it with my immortal. He's got to look like Daniel Radcliffe, because everybody knows that's what Harry Potter looks like. But I actually hate how objectifying romance novel covers are. I really hate it. If we're allowed to have opinions on, objectification of women, I think the romance genre is where objectification of men is at its worst.
No, and it's just like it's like you can't. It's like if you say anything, you're just like, oh, so you're being sexist against female empowerment.
There's another topic there. This should be a Friday stream, but I have a rant. I have a rant about strong female characters in literature, and that if you've just made a dude who happens to have boobs, you didn't write a strong female character.
That is a very specific criticism. Oh my.
I've read quite a few books in my time.
I have
opinions.
So Lady Red, what I am saying is, I will, if you do, read Hungry Like the Wolf, and then we will have a discussion about it.
Well, what we could do, we could commit to this. If you would like, I could read Hungry Like the Wolf at BeepleCon this year. I would be willing to read it to an audience at Location Redacted if people want me to.
Completely dry, not knowing anything about it?
Rail, no, it will not include the sentence. Excuse me. It will not include the sentence, her boobs boob boobily, but what it will probably include is she breasted boobily down the stairs.
What the... Is this really... Were those really words that someone wrote?
Yes. So there's two schools when it comes to terrible description. You've got the people who use terrible descriptions and don't realize that that's what they're doing, and then you have the Douglas Adams schools where you have things like it
hung in the air exactly like a bowling ball wouldn't.
Yes, or exactly the way a brick doesn't. Yes, and that's where you're doing it on purpose. And then you've got people who write things. Again, if we go back to the romance genre and people don't mind me mentioning some slightly adult topics, there is a disturbing number of sentient male genitalia in romance novels. And I don't mean like, they get up and walk around and talk, but there is some real issues with ladies writing men thinking that the male appendage is like a dowsing rod.
Jesus. So on top of...
Hello, I will absolutely know let you know when this happens, so you can just be on the other side of the continent, no problem.
So it's like on top of men not being able to write women, women also have trouble writing men.
Oh, absolutely. And of course they do, because as they say, the best writing is when you write what you know. If you're the opposte gender, you have a perception of how the other side works, but you don't live it. Try and keep
things PG. I know we're getting into PG-13 not territory, but please, PG.
So that D and his hand talking to people and walking off his arm, that's fine. That makes sense. That is contextually given a reason why that's a thing. Somebody who's ostensibly supposed to be a normal member of the male, gender of the human species who has attachments that act like a dowsing rod when arousal is on the scene. No!
Okay. I feel like if this goes on any longer, chat is just going to implode, and we're just going to we actually will get canceled.
Things we have learnt today that chat already knows. Do not ever ask me to rant on Twilight, because I will, and we will be here forever. The other thing to never bring up is romance novels, because I have opinions.
No, you are now aware that Hungry Like the Wolf exists and is allegedly well written. No, thank you. Thank you so much for swinging on by and putting up
yes,
with
I have turned up. I have ruined your stream, and now I will disappear off into the night and go and be a menace to the rest of society.
No, thank you for this brief descent into insanity. We are now going to talk about Legos and not writing. For the
yes, I will go away. If you want to hear more writing, come and find me on Fridays. I yell about various stuff to do with writing then. But for now, please enjoy your Legos, and I will disappear off.
Pet the puppies for us.
I can absolutely do that. No problem.
All right.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to go away now.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, God. What did I get in? Why did I do this? Chat, I'm sorry. Let's get the music back. Boxfot. Let's PG, man. PG. Alright, let's... there are a surprisingly number of wing pieces here. Yes, do not... Chat, you are aware that there is a thing that exists now. You are cursed with that knowledge. Do with it what you will. I do not apologize. Yeah, Knight, I'm gonna finish this bag. Where is bag number 7? I think I'm just going to finish this bag and get out of here before shit gets too crazy. Because I don't know. Brain is not braining much. Lady Red, thank you so much for coming in and discussing nonsense with us. Night Owl, I apologize for putting you through that. No horrible innuendo implied. Lord. Apocalypse Gym romance. You need... write up a description and send it to Squick on Merrick Workshop. And watch listen to his head implode. Just boil my imagination in bleach. There's whew. I honestly don't know how to recover from that, which is mainly the reason why I'm going to get out of here so that I can turn my brain off. No, this has been a very ostensibly back to Legos. This has been a very pleasant build with very interesting techniques to get the cliff face. And I'm very happy that that it's not completely solid down here, because we remember the blue bricks mock, and that was indeed like one of my biggest criticisms, just how solid it was. And we talked about this a while ago. Just not everything needs to be filled, it just needs to have enough for structure. And this has more than enough for structure. Like everything up here is decoration, and all of the structure is on these archways with ostensibly pseudo-flying buttresses, and we talked about those during the Notre Dame build. So it's like it's going down onto the archways in front, or in the back, but then it's going to transfer some of that load onto the cliff face. It's very clever building. I do not think I would be able to build something like this on my own. Why would you speak those words into existence? Why would you speak those words into existence, UNC? TK, you came at the best possible time to receive the least possible psychic damage. Do not watch the VOD. I implore you, whatever you do, if you respect your own sanity, do not. Don't listen to her. We definitely didn't read an excerpt of My Immortal and then rant about the new Battletech romance novel. I paraphrased what I knew from memory, and then I read it once. I only did it once! How dare you misconstrue my generosity? Oh god. Lady Red. Idea for subathon. Dramatic reading of the entirety of My Immortal. Okay, that's a very interesting way to do a slope like that. They put it on a clip, and this is not supported. It's just sitting down there. We can discuss in studio. Also, Night Owl wants to save what few brain cells he has, so yes. The path from Neuschwanstein Castle to Marienbrück, Mary's Bridge, is a popular route for visitors. Marienbrück spans the Polat Gorge and offers one of the most iconic views of Neuschwanstein. Yeah, cool. We'll figure it out. We're adults, ostensibly. Lady Red, you know the answer. Text would clearly be Dumbledore. Lady Red. It'd be BB. No, it'd be Mecca. Mecca. that is as good a reason as any. Oh god. Oh god, squid. Oh shit. This is... Ladies and gentlemen, we're descending into insanity. I think we have lost the collective brain cell. My squig portal. I have a headache. Oh god, why do I have a headache so bad? I have very seductive eyebrows. Very seductive. Also pasta, which I am eating with my mouth. The pasta is not seductive. The pasta and the eyebrows are not related. Why are we talking about bagged milk? This is illegal milk bagging. Do not be seduced by the milk when eyebrows are available. Do not milk the eyebrows. I am very seductive. You are welcome. Upon leveling up the pants. Oh god. We want more people to join our insanity, not less. No, I met a gentleman at Gen Con who was like I started talking about painting mechs and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, and then this is from my stupid little internet group. It's a Star Slayer and from our like little home planet called Van Zant, and blah, blah. He's just like, oh, Van Zant, do you know text? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm in the lead. Yeah. And Stryker had patches and ribbons, so I ran out and gave him a Van Zant patch, and he was very appreciative. That goes... Yep. Here. Alright, and... Okay, it's starting to build the castle proper. And looking at how complicated that is, I A, don't have the brain power, B, I don't think we have the time for it. Brain probably left. Yes indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with Lady Red and I delving into insanity. I appreciate you sticking around and having fun with stupid Legos. Again, thank you so much for just coming out and being a part of the insanity that is the BPL. Each and every one of you, your support, no matter how it is, what form it takes, what nonsense you bring to the table. We here at WBPL 76 appreciate each and every single one of you. Wish you a pleasant day, and hope that the world treats you the way that hope the world treats you well. Have a pleasant day. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, everyone, to hail Cargonia.
Hold on.
Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo techs push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
get back to work.